There's less rounds you lost. There's less rounds you died. And some of that is not even because you played well. It's because everyone was so good. So it makes a big difference, and it's more impressive when, yeah, you can carry a lot of slack.
Let's get into it. False start out of the gate. Back in and live. Cloud9 banking on what was a stellar performance from Perfecto and Electronic thus far at the event. The ex-Navi members posting a 1.25 and 1.22 rating coming into this game after 5 maps of competition. It's not every day Perfecto takes over, but it's been more often than not. They get the opening kill versus Hobbit. They gush Boomich, so suddenly this T round from Big looking like they got a slight chance. Smoke down. And Perfecto, doesn't even take the chance shots through it. We don't have a kit, we don't have any real openings here, and if Boomich gets shot by a single bullet, then they're gonna lose that smoke and flash. So he starts to set him out from outside Donut. There's 3 Ts in here. Counter-terrorists pressing in. Crimbo waits for his chance to strike someone down, but it's Electronic to start this retake. Axile gets 2. And then suddenly, it's man advantage for Cloud9. They've got the smoke to throw on top of the bomb, but still no kit. Axile comes in with a triple kill in the pistol. Perfecto picks up the kit, which was on the first player, and he sticks it! No way!
Right
Hobbit,
under their nose.
Hobbit died with that kit front donut. Perfecto grabs it, and they end up having every tool they need for the retake.
That's pretty unbelievable they won that. He is living in his own shadow right now, and I will say also that, yeah, you can criticize him also by the way that he's approaching game plans as well. He's looking one-dimensional, which is just not... Like, he used to be on T-side, you would copy his spots. You know, when he lurked on overpass, T-side, he was one of the best players at it. You'd watch him. I remember BlameF gave him this praise. He'd come up with a new way to play this same exact round over and over again. These days, when we saw him on Anubis, he was looking a little one-dimensional, but we've got another attack from Big. It's so fast out the gate, they want to run the retake simulator again.
Boomich not going to give him the site for free, but it doesn't matter because he's losing teammates. Falls down to just him, and this is a force buy round win by the looks of it coming out of Big. Banking off Tabson getting a very clean kill instantly deep here on Temple. Axile took a quick glance over towards A main, lost his face, and Cloud9 about to lose that momentum.
Was definitely not ready for the speed. Are they not aware that he could do this? Because he might literally walk into a frag. Surely the timer goes off. He's probably confused why they haven't planted the bomb yet. Did they leave him for a lurk? He probably thinks it's the B site right now. Otherwise, he would have just taken that AK.
Yeah, he's got a reload as well.
They don't have donut control, though, so the smoke comes in afterwards. They're going to throw it down.
Yeah, but he didn't reload. 9 bullets for 2 duels. And Tabson's off the line of sight. He gets the Temple. Things could get a little crazy. Actually, Crimbo's 7 HP.
He's been on a bit of a journey, and it's actually might be paying off.
You know, we already saw a retake in this game, and we've talked about the Cloud9 clutches as of late. Tabson is right here. Advantage.
Wait.
And then he gets the fresh mag. Now, he still has the kit. He's got the incendiary.
Oh my god, he knows.
No way Boomich is going to piece this together.
He can defuse it. He can stick it.
Crimbo can't do shit.
There's nothing in
And Cloud9 in 2 rounds get a retake and a clutch.
Boomich walking around with 9 bullets in his MP9 and won the 1-on-3. Didn't even know.
A test of Big's mental out of the gate. 2 rounds.
They were standing at Donut, just staring at the site. No one's coming out. No thought that they could get flanked. No timer at all. No checking. Wow.
Wow.
Comedy. Tragedy. Oh yeah, easy to make that vote after seeing that last round, last TV. By the way, don't forget to watch on the app.
Available on iOS and Apple. Or Android, or I don't know. I watch in person.
I watch in real life. Weird flex. Weird flex.
Perfecto continues to careful. Don't be playing with Tabson like that. He's ready to rip a head off. We already saw what he was able to do with the entry on Axile in A. Tabson starting strong is a good sign for Big if they're going to have any chance in this series.
Look at this push.
I'm watching.
It's pure Axile-ince.
Yeah, but what happens when they get to A and there's nobody there.
Yeah, it's actually a bad timing for him if he doesn't see anything. Oh.
He sees Crimbo, but yeah, this is all confidence.
Oh. Yeah, it is. They're going in and out of the. It's working. He's working on it.
Watching, dude.
Piece by piece. It's like he's writing a novel, you know? You don't write it all in the same day.
Sure, yeah. He's like,
Then he goes kill someone else.
Said, fine, I won't take this fight. And
But
now Exile gave up the A site in the meantime.
They're setting up the potential for another unbelievable retake situation like this. There's no way out of this one, Cloud9.
There's no way they pull off 3 of these.
Oh, wow, okay.
Montu comes back from Donut, makes sure that Exile's not going to get anything to be proud of. And so the story changes. Big walking up through Donut, find a site completely free. And much like Goldilocks, if you show up and no one's home, make yourself at home.
That was the moral of the story.
Find itself in Hobbits. He has not picked it up once from the games we've cast of Cloud9.
Yeah.
And so it really is now at least just whittled down to Perfecto and Boomich.
Yeah,
and right now with this cave play from Boomich, he's not tasked with it. We've got Perfecto playing it here on Ancient. And I feel like with Boomich, it's been hot and cold. We saw some nice shots. We saw some literally opless rounds and maps from him as well.
Oh my God.
And Boomich right now, don't bog him down with no AWP. This rifle is sharp. 11-2 out of the gate.
Yeah, and outside of Virtus Pro, Boomich was the most informed player on the team. Just Virtus Pro just has to ruin everything.
But
okay.
Inform
All good things
that.
must come to an end.
Even CSGO.
Too soon.
It didn't have to come to an end.
Still kind of in there.
No, it's done.
I mean, I still play KZ in there sometimes.
Can't play Danger Zone though, can ya?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Gotta wait for the full release.
20 seconds left on this. But I mean, you've just waited down to 15 seconds. You're gonna have to run it, and Hobbit's looking for his first kill of the map. Easy pickings versus Sin. 5 seconds left. They try to pull off as Exile. We've seen some mistimed flanks, or rather maybe just unfortunate. He had the MP9 versus Crimbo that one time. But barring that one kind of, I'll call it a hiccup.
What is Prosus doing?
Don't worry about it. Hooray! We win our first best of 3 of the year. Oh no, it's Cloud9 waiting for us. And a very hot Cloud9 on the rifles, as proven by Boomich and Exile so far.
I feel like they're in scrim mode a little bit. Like, let's run that default properly and try to take over cave control with mid. They're just like trying to prove they can do that before they can start this sort of half, which actually mirrors what Perfecto said in the interview, if you think about it.
Yep, very true. Boomich slides into the corner. He doesn't have support. His teammates are off on the side of the smokes. Electronic's gonna take the gamble of running through, and Tapson sticks the Tech 9 to the side of the head, but as he goes for the gun, he falls. Luckily, Prosus able to follow forward. This one was aggressive, but it's worked out so far. Perfecto retaking with an op, smokes off Crimbo.
That's an interesting use of the smoke.
Does that come back to haunt him? Feels like it's gonna have to be Exile here.
I actually think it could be good. Well, at least because it gives Exile a chance.
He announces himself, Perfecto, and Montu hits the headshot. We got big in with the second round because Tabson took matters into his own hands.
Maybe Gob, actually.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? That was off the tack.
All Gobby.
That was off the tack. He was really saying some words right there, I think, to Sin.
Prosus just
Tap Sin get out to the right side of mid and let Sin get into cave, which is what they tried to interrupt the round prior.
Ooh, Perfecto. Oh, let's go.
There we go.
Cloud9 got that op.
No.
Cloud9 did it this round.
Yeah, okay, fine.
They threw him up on the ledge as well. You know, I feel like sometimes those are the moments, like the out-of-spawn aggressive op peaks, those are the ones that don't always come naturally to players that pick up the op.
Yeah. That was nice.
Anyone could sit on an angle, but to go hyper aggro into elbow and find the target through the spam that came out, you love it. You wear it. Hobbit, he's gonna die inside cave.
I was just thinking.
Exile burns 40 HP and announces himself. They know he's here, but he's still gonna peek in for the fight. Trade frag's good, but Electronic takes up the gap, and we've got Perfecto now looking to start and end this round.
Could be, and versus Montu on a rifle. Can Montu think like an opera for a second here and figure out what Perfecto might be trying to do? He might not be fully convinced that he still has this gun, but on low HP, of course he does. The reroute is being met with a reroute, and Perfecto is just going to gamble on the A side as Montu is walking in the exact same direction. This is going to work out beautifully. Perfecto is going the long way around, but he can still simply walk out and get this kill.
Ooh, he's got to go now. He's got to go now. He will. Oh my God. Shot. It gets weird. 10 seconds. Montu swings, and a missed shot from Perfecto, but that looked on him unless the inaccuracy of falling out of Temple. Looking for that 5th straight to close the half.
Oh, they actually did it, though. Those two 1v... Well, those two clutches won, and now, like, no money at all.
Yep. 5 MP9s. Very quiet map from Electronic, actually, all things considered. 4 kills as we're in round 12. With MP9s as well, you just got to give away the map control. You can jump spot and hope you rotate into whatever hit comes at you, but there's a good grenade on Perfecto deep in red room. Dwindling smoke grenades. We've got 1 left on Hobbit, 1 left on Electronic. That's split between both sites. Perfecto in the corner. He's got to hope Process doesn't check, but that's 2 kills elsewhere. There goes Perfecto. No chance to even grab
nice
the gun.
One, too.
And they killed A main, and they killed Donut. So the odds of an A player, pretty damn low, but they're still hesitant about it, just in case.
Because it's like an anti-eco almost, like they could be anywhere.
And that hesitation gives Boomich a chance to get his hands on an AK, an incendiary, and a position to maybe make this happen. Tabson makes sure not. His 10th of the map, and a bomb plant to boot. Hobbit gonna have to come over and retake in a 1v4. Cloud9 let a couple clutches slip through their fingers, banking maybe off of a weird op shot from Perfecto. And now suddenly tied game heading into the CT side of Big here on Ancient. I say that assuming Hobbit can't clutch, and sure enough, Crimbo's gonna end him. So
the only thing, I mean, the only thing that's possible is if he missed his counter strafe, which is, you can't see that.
Either way, that round right there, of course, was the 3rd round win for Big, and it set off a streak of wins, 5 in a row to close out the T side. Real ramifications, real consequence. And real fast, we've got Cloud9 bouncing back. Hobbit, haven't had to say his name all night long so far, and he posts 3 kills here, doing everything in the second pistol to take Cloud9 to the 7-6 lead.
I'm just gonna watch it one more time.
Yeah, we've got it up on our computer here. What's this, 0.25 speed?
0.25, yeah. It's just that his crosshair never unblurs, which, why? Yeah.
That's a crazy one, man.
Why doesn't his crosshair unblur?
Because he didn't counter strafe.
That or the movement. I will say it's always been unfair how much landing inaccuracy there is. Like, even if you're perfectly comfortable for, you know, if like you put on the box that shows how much inaccuracy you have, and you get like a deagle, for example, you see how crazy it is. You can be landing for a full second and it's still not accurate. So
go to the moon.
But either way, that's rough.
CT, like Ancient in the past, was kind of their CT side, and it banked on Shiro, right? I remember great games of Shiro on Cloud9, and they'd still lose because nobody else could do Jack Diddley squat.
Yeah, Shiro and Donut on CD side, yeah.
And now you don't have Shiro, so maybe you can take Cloud9 down a peg.
I think they're also tired of playing Vertigo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whoa, whoa! This scaling smoke? That's just to go the extra length. I actually really love that.
Just to take Donut?
Just to take Donut, yeah.
An investment.
It seems like a waste of money and time, but like people can be in here.
Yeah. Better to have Donut than to die to frickin' Berettas in the corner or something.
Yeah, it gives you, like, they just go for a new explode right here. I actually like that. That's nice.
All right. Well, they lose A main in the process. Hobbit gonna catch that push. 5-7 kill from Montu.
That's wild.
Clean frag.
Yep.
T-Smoke falls down on the box. Players losing vision. Good thing they have Donut. It's all they've got going for them. Sin comes through with another pistol kill. That was on CT lane versus Electronic.
Oh, they throw one smoke down. This is going to scare the T's who think they have to fight into this. They could dive it, and there's a chance that they can stick it as well. Oh, jumping up. Come on.
But because it's sat on the side of the box here, Axile maybe gets to keep vision, but the flashbang's fantastic. Perfecto. You got 3 more guys to chew through. 35 bullets. USP's out. He comes off the defuse.
To 10 seconds.
And Perfecto's gonna clean it.
There's no way, no kit. They had all of that, but no kit.
Damn it.
So, well, he had a full second to deal with that problem anyway with the USP, and that's... Yeah, I don't even know how.
Good job, son.
Stretchers fall out.
Nice. Bingo.
That's a grandfather now.
Oh, sorry, we're getting older. Yeah. You got any dental paste?
Sheila's cheating at bingo again.
Kanye West doesn't have any real teeth.
He hasn't for a while, if
That's
you remember
crazy.
through the wire. I think he got veneers a long time ago.
That's pretty crazy. Ooh, the Zeus. Crimbo, you're cool if he comes from the left. You're done if he comes from the right. But at least the shadow's there. Electronic thinks he's being cheeky.
Oh, that's a damning shadow.
That's so funny. Oh, this is so good.
Wow, that's so good.
Oh, this is CS2 at its best. Or worst, depending on who you ask.
Which side of the shadow, which allegory of the cave perspective you're thinking about.
That is comical. And now if Perfecto thinks it's just Crimbo, guess what? He's got a whole pack of teammates up there in there with him.
The
They're
bomb
gonna try to
sticks.
spice out mid. Oh.
Why did the bomb just stay out there? Oh, Hobbit.
My God. This is falling apart at the seams.
Oh,
Sin, the drive-by
wow.
5-7. I noticed Snacks has been giving full-blown handshakes in between rounds.
Full round handshake.
Just shaking hands.
Nice. When it's a really good round, I think that would hit different.
That is professionalism.
Ooh, Boomich has got their attentions big time.
Yep.
They think it's a beast.
They could
A
slip
default.
into A right now. It's only Crimbo between Cloud9 and the A site.
They're going through it.
That smoke, not a solid wall. Crimbo pressed in. Montu actually comes out. That's from
They don't
CT
smoke.
spawn.
They don't smoke it.
And Montu's gonna pick up a second kill. He'll finally die, but this pack of CTs is pretty hot. Nice nade from Axile. Sets himself up. Boomich comes out, and Crimbo buys all the timing. Great summary, man. But you didn't talk about that sick Axile frag grenade and donut that blew up at 2 people's feet.
That was tight.
That was a cool double kill. Almost got him back, but with no eyes on Crimbo, he just slams it out Temple. And we have Big 3 rounds away from a map 1 win versus Pistols here in this one. Cloud9, what was a very hot start to this opening map. Spiritually, they lost control of this game after that missed op shot.
There was something there. Tilt.
The magic,
That's what it was.
you know. Magic
I
only
think it's
exists.
just a sign that, yeah, it
Magic
only
only exists as long as you believe.
And it's also something you need to pay attention to because it was magic, right? If it had a voice, it would say, get an upper. Upper.
Sign Monacy.
Sign Monacy.
Call simple. Incendiary into the cave. Ooh, they choose to go in.
Oh.
We said quiet game from Electronic. Undeniably. That is his 6th frag of the map. But it comes at a very interesting time of the game. With a very open bomb site, seemingly Axile peppering the smoke off the Tech-9. We talked about Cloud9's retakes all night long earlier this week. And now it is Big with a chance to rob this one back. 1 in 4 chance that they make this happen.
No flash for Axile, so he's going to have to go Jason Statham mode again.
M4's got a fresh magazine. They've got a few flashbangs to throw out.
Oh, he does.
Axile peeks in with the Tech-9, and these Tech-9s have absolutely murdered Big here in round 19. There's still a kit in play on Montu. Montu and Crimbo, those who dominated the A site last round, are going to just watch as this one slips by. And sure enough, Cloud9 take a 9th.
Yeah, and Hobbit, I mean, seems like he might run literally into a free gun. That's actually all 5 dead. Shout out to Axile for those Tech-9 kills.
For last evening. 24 frags and sitting pretty on the big green. This time Cloud9 do get into mid. We thought about how much we saw Crimbo and Prosis pushing down middle in the last round. Well, this time Cloud9 get in there quick. But we've got this 2-pronged pinch between Montu and Tabson. Will they succeed? Will they get a chance? They lose Red Room, but there's a 3rd player here. Pressure on Prosis alone. Then they go back towards Donut. Montu's got support on this side, but he gets swept away. They will not expect that 2nd player.
Bomb
Crimbo
down.
given a chance. Prosis comes in.
What?
Double kill. From top mid, he goes in. Just that he has fallen back. Perfecto tasked with another clutch, and it's a headshot, but they smoked off bomb.
Wait, with a free smoke, and they know Prosis was here. But the thing is, he could route around. Does he push through? It's the op again, and a miss! Get it, Opper!
2 missed chances from Perfect here for Big to put Cloud9 on the back foot. They wouldn't be the first underdog today to push the favorite to rob a map at the start of this series. Cloud9 shaking in their boots. Deagle into Tech-9. Montu, 25 kills deep and looking for more. Easy pickup on Axile. Beautiful dive back. The tethering between Crimbo and Montu.
They've been a combo. They've been a duo.
That is the win condition. If it's not going to be Tabson, in a rough month for Tabson, 2 stars need to arise. Montu and Crimbo stepping forth.
Gotta be happy for them. Big barely survived yesterday into now taking the first map off of Cloud9. Potentially 2 left with 50 seconds left. Bomb coming in, and there's no resistance. There might be the chance to put this down.
We say potentially, but I mean it with certainty. A desperate spot as Perfecto's gonna go for the plant. They've got every grenade in the world for this retake. Perfecto doesn't even have a primary. He won't even make it back to cave. Hobbit loses 86 health in this first fight, and a team who is on the brink of elimination last night versus Heroic opens up against Cloud9 like it's nothing. Down 6-1 at the start of this opening map. Big bounce back, and they do it with conviction. We like this idea.
I guess so. That is a problem, though, for me, where it's like, that's where I'm like, get an opera, because if they say it,
I know,
and then this happens.
There's also a player on this team that 100% believes that statement less than the others. In fact, you don't want each other to know whether you do truly believe it or not until it's at a point where you can make a change. But like Bubsky and Sam just talked about, it's too late. You had a winter season, you didn't make a change, you stuck to it, and Montu sticks it to you too. Sitting in top middle, he gets the double clock kill. Our GG bet odds here have Cloud9 still favorites by the slightest margin coming into this second map, because the series could still be theirs. Axile's going to get pinched from both ends, and this will be Big taking a T-pistol with ease.
And I will say it's the one statement from Groove that really stands out the most when I think about it, you know, that we're going to stick with this for some time or whatever. It just feels like, who knows? Hop it in the 1-on-3. I don't know. Mantu's done so much good damage already.
Yeah, Montu just above and beyond so far between these two maps. Crimbo just running. I also think Crimbo's about to put forward some. I mean, first map was already next
Goku
time
finally throws
on
the spirit
Dragon Ball Z.
For 4 episodes.
It really is just like the ultimate.
It's the longest yeah boy ever.
Yeah, it's the,
for like
it's the biggest tease.
months.
It's like when like elementary school kids want to fight each other, but it's like, no, you punch first and I'll kick your ass. No, you punch first.
Yeah.
That's Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna freaking hit you with this thing. And then Krillin gets cut in half.
That was brutal.
That was brutal. As a child, that actually scarred
brutal.
me a little
I
bit.
didn't realize that.
It's when you go back and rewatch it as an adult, you're like, oh, Master Roshi is a sex offender. People are getting chopped in half.
Yeah, was that show for kids?
And my parents just let me watch this. Because it was just a cartoon, they said.
it always came on at the same.
No. All I got's these
You
pipes.
can do beatboxing. You
I got
do
these pipes, baby.
Yeah, you got the pipes. That beatboxing is. I mean,
It's a thing.
it's singing is. Makes your mouth into an instrument, I guess. So then I guess that counts.
That's a stretch.
Organic instrument.
Into middle, they'll go versus Guns Electronic. Oh, he didn't want to float around at the doorway, but the window's being held by the double boost as 2 players push forward.
They're fragging right now, man.
4-person mid play coming out from Big, and it nets them double kill. But then the flash comes through. That's great, but Tabson still stops him with his own double kill.
He was definitely a little blind right there, right?
Oh my God, Big are gonna 2-0.
That was a clothesline. I mean, I actually, when they said that Cloud9 were slight favorites, I'm like, I don't really know, honestly. Are they slight favorites in this map?
I think it was like 1.8, 1.7. It
Form
was
is
really
just-
that close.
Now their form is starting to look like where they were at before the break, when they were actually doing very well, trending up perfectly.
And I don't see Groove pulling a Gob B. When Gob B saw his team down 6 rounds, fire.
He started punching his hands.
Nothing but fire. 4 rounds in, and the odds are swaying already. Big now the GG bet favorites.
It'll be the first time here in this match, and well-deserved.
Two best of 3s in 2023 between these organizations. Cloud9 win both, each of them online. Here on land.
Oh man, they dealt with that so perfectly. They got Boomich off the angle. They knew Electronic was behind the door. It's the ideal tactic right now, and an idyllic situation overall for Big as they're up 5v4, 4-0 in rounds, 1 bridge, have the CTs guessing, pulling out of their sights blind. Walking it back into a situation, they've done this before. They do this rotation, and they didn't work on mid at the same time in Canals. So now they have sort of the weakest kind of split. This is a round that allowed like Heroic to win when they were disfavored.
This literal bomb site is the one that, in all that chaos, Tabson comes running and throws away the round. So
We'll have to see.
This is a very near mirrored image to what we saw problematically. And with no smoke in front of the long cross, they're down to 12 seconds. They still have to get past Hobbit. It's a second kill to hold them back. You need to get that bomb in. You need to plant it, and they will with a second to spare.
Okay.
Bomb goes down.
That was ambitious because they don't smoke that cross. Now that cross can help you guarantee the bomb plant, but you know you're going to have to take way more fights. There are situations like that, like Dust Too Long, for example. If you don't smoke and you fight into CT spawn, or you smoke deeper so that you can take certain fights, that can be a strategy on purpose, right?
We saw some of the better opping out of Boomich on this map particularly. But he may very well have his hands full, because we know what Crimbo can get up to as like the solo long A player as a T and as a CT.
He's great, both sides on this, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those spots that I think Crimbo really does stamp his name.
Yeah, this is one of the spots where he's one of the best in the world. When people have memories of like, oh, Crimbo playing well, it's like Anubis. anchoring, lurking.
Clutching. Smokes by a little time for Cloud9 to breathe, but they're running out of utility now. Incendiary is all they have left. Exile sees nothing. Bomb is currently floating outside of the B site. Soon, Crimbo will have a chance to take a glimpse into A if he chooses to. Just remember that op is stationed over there. Exile currently sitting on camera.
This is a pretty good push pull. And they get the late bridge. Well, they distracted the CTs a little bit.
One Molotov on Hobbit and a flash on Exile. That is all that holds Big back.
Yeah, we're getting to the point of the round where commitments must be made.
It's looking like a B split.
Yeah, but they actually have so many choke points under attack this time around.
That last molly comes down exactly when they need it. It's going to be down to the wire again.
Not doing anything.
Majority of Cloud9 not here where the bomb is inbound. Perfecto tucked in the corner. Hobbit, same thing, back plat, 10 seconds. They've got to get going, and if Hobbit doesn't swing, he can just go to try and stop the plant. You better hope someone's on it. Down to the wire again. Sin, he gets it. A single second left, and the trades go back. Look at that kill feed. Sin, he doesn't know where or when. Boomich lands the shot.
Whew. Wow, they took way too long to get that together and did not play slowly and eventually get constricted and lose. With players like that, you don't really want to do it. It's a waste of talent to have everybody hold passive, normal angles. Life's too short. And they will, once again, give up the entirety of bridge, stack towards the A site. And you'll notice when it's like the VP stack, it's always the op along with a rifle.
Damn, that's through the window.
Oh
Twice.
My God.
Twice from Ruggs. 2 nades from Ruggs, dunks on Exile.
Oh, that's brutal.
Now it's only Boomich.
Boomich can't move a muscle. He's got the op in this spot, and now he's got his attention turned to camera.
And because Tabson has mid control, there's no real fast rotate route. If they just go straight to this A slam, this is going to be the sickest way that this A site could possibly fall. Boomich is going to have to go huge.
Yeah, he makes a good move. Do they?
Doesn't
go
shoot.
by him. But now they can come up through main. Surely Process can take this bomb in.
Just go.
Yeah,
if he stays here and gets caught, I mean, this round could fall flat.
He's literally sticking around.
Is he worried that there's 3 on A and that somebody could be here on long?
Well, it doesn't matter. He has teammates in the site. You need to go, son. They let him go.
Whew. A little scary there. But, wow, still not to take anything away from Big. It's a double Crimbo artillery barrage to come from Ruggs through window.
That was a sweet tactic right there.
A little scary that Process doesn't kick it into overdrive, but he also hit a very clean shot on the flank and then got in. Maybe that A site felt too easy. Perfecto, no retake possible. Montu's gonna end it.
All right, relax. Wait, shut the hell up. Sit down. Stay focused. That's funny.
16 and 2. Montu's 16 and 2, dude. This is bananas. Ooh, a little ugly here. Sin gets caught out. And too big or just making Cloud9 drown in their own sweat. They're scared across the map. They've got a reason to be. They're down a map. They're down 6 rounds. They don't have money to buy this time.
And I've been saying Montu has nasty mechanics. He needs to get out there. I always remember this thing that Valde said about Shroud. I told that story. Where I said if I was Shroud and I played certain spots, I would have played way more aggressively. If I had the aim of him, I would have been out there pushing every single round. And I see that in some players where it's like, why are you so shy? You're insane.
It feels like Donk is the opposite of that.
Oh, Donk is like...
And that's why he is so
Donk
good.
is that player realized. He is doing everything that you want them to do. But that's why he's a unicorn. That's why he's one of one.
Crimbo steps forward, dies, and offers a gun over to a 4-player A stack. Montu catching Boomich as he tries to extend out through the smoke. But what's crazy is that Boomich, I believe, also had the gun. Boomich pushes through the smoke, and now the stack is without the weapon. Axile's gonna phase the smoke, AK irretrievable.
They have 15 seconds. They need to start going.
They're gonna have to clear this entire board. We've got Axile in the corner with the Deagle. All is good.
Okay.
Still enough time, but you better sprint, because Hobbit comes out with the MP9 frag.
Molly. Oh, no, he doesn't use it.
He's got a plant.
It's
if
too
he stops
slow.
the plant, it's good, but now it's not. He can still finish off the bomb plant. They're both incredibly low. Hobbit, it's a gnarly looking clutch. It's kind of nasty, like an ingrown toenail. It's painful to look at, but he's got here. And with one bullet, he could seal the deal, and we forgive him for it all. Sin, he's got the cover, but Hobbit, he's got the clutch. Why? Why the mullet? Not to take anything away from this excellent T side so far, but they've left the door open, and Cloud9 in with guns. Their T side awaits. Cloud9 wouldn't be the first team to run it back T-side Anubis. How do Big dismantle this one? They flush Hobbit out of dark at least, and Process looking to come grab it. Not an ideal flashbang from his teammate, but a missed shot out of Boomich, and he's stuck along the wall.
Yeah.
Perfecto behind the obelisk. He's the next to fall. Now it's just Hobbit. Electronics trying to run out and join him from Temple, but missed shots coming out from the CTs. Straight up duels from Big across this bomb site.
It's just
Each of them
dominoes.
goes their way.
Yeah, it's just dominoes, one fight at a time, starting with the Opper. And 2 CTs left to roam around. Well, that was a great site hit. It was much faster. It still used more than one choke point. They got some nades out. And they didn't lose a single trade. Big seem to have it all right now. And maybe there's some nerves in there. There's still late rounds and mistakes being made. But Cloud9 have made mistakes. There's actually not a single team in this group that hasn't actually struggled with either the clock, their own individual level, really awkward rounds. And I think it's because, sad part is, both Boomich and Perfecto form-wise with rifles, they had some great performances. And Electronic had such a better day yesterday despite not winning. But
You know, sometimes it almost makes me feel like if you really truly believe you don't need to play without a main opper, maybe just stop buying as
it would
many
actually
ops.
say more if you actually didn't use one.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if you believe
I was
in
gonna
this
say,
philosophy.
That's how you know it's just not
True.
Yeah. So that's why I think it's fair to criticize them. Now, I would say if they could use Augs more to supplant the op, then that also could be a decent option. Like, Augs are very strong.
At least
Give
try
you
it out.
advantage at range, yeah. Augs on Anubis. This map you can double op. That just immediately infers that you could get away with using an Aug.
Just really does suck to see Perfecto kind of lose his form when he's put onto the AWP, and same for Hobbit.
The irony of the fact that you know they would have more kills if they just used a cheaper gun.
They skate past camera. Process caught out by the MP9. Boomich not wanting middle to fall for free, but there are numbers here on both ends. And the bomb is leading the charge right now. Tabson's got to be careful that he doesn't lose possession of this at 40 seconds. It's a little wild on the spray, but he gets it. Headshot to Boomich, and the chase is on. He's going to drop the bomb down towards Dark. Hobbit solo Behold versus 2. Tabson's going to be late to the party, going long with 9 HP. So we get the scramble out from Temple as the smoke pops ahead of Perfecto. He's here to challenge with a spray on long. Crimbo softened up. Hobbit dies. The headshot so clean. And Crimbo's going to commit to this, no stress. The last round of the half, Cloud9 gunning for a third. As Big have them on the brink of elimination. 2 kills for Axile, comes through, catching Crimbo, and then going back into the smoke to try and come at it from a different angle. Montu's got the trusty op, 19 kills in this half already. And he's got Tabson so far back on long that it really does feel like this is all Montu. But you can believe in Montu at the moment. hits the flick, the slight adjustment onto Axile. tabseN, sure enough, dies on long. He's gonna have to chase this down. Perfecto back on it with just enough time, and that's Cloud9 taking a third. As this T side is necessary, the showdown beckons.
Continuing on from heroic,
He really did say it.
and he is still here, playing extremely well, getting after it, and doing it with an op and also the rifle in different halves. Absolutely.
He was 21-9 by the end of Ancient. 20-5 here, and the sky's the limit. Big on the CT side, 4 rounds away from dispatching of Cloud9 and keeping their run towards London alive. Who would have thought?
He's Polish tonight.
tabseN gets gushed as they cross over, looking like an inevitable bomb plant. Smoke on camera comes in late. It's going to be an awkward retake if they decide to throw it towards him. No kit for this.
Oh yeah, no kit for this is crazy.
For such a passive setup.
Yeah, they're playing retake on that site.
We got 3 Ts inside the storage room. This could go poorly, but Axile.
Oh my god, Axile.
Yeah, gonna pop 2 heads, take down tabseN, give Cloud9 at least one sigh of relief here to start their T-side endeavor.
That's a nice one. And it'll be a second chance for Axile, who will be playing T-side. Crimbo, we'll have him step up to the plate over here on the A site. That last half had so much to do with B, however. We almost never talked about A except for like the anti-ecos. Anymore? Do you really think you can do this, or are you checked out a little bit? Is it Big's fervor that is intimidating you? That just makes you feel like it's not your night because they are keeping the energy up and have been through thick and thin.
Of course, Crimbo's got the counter nade to the one that he used to kill Axile. But Perfecto at a safe distance.
Okay.
Looking like they want to charge through. Smoke not going to deter them. Not while this bomb site has been set ablaze. A follow-up molly. Damn, man, he's got that rate of fire down pack.
Oh yeah.
Electronic gets tagged.
They didn't plant yet.
Hobbit's getting softened up.
God, he's just got the best gun right now.
What the hell?
Just stronger than them. He's just more powerful with these dualies. Sit up top with his deagle, and Crimbo's back there terrified, all tucking in.
Dude, Process has found one. There is low HP. No way they pull this off.
It's still working.
Boomich and Hobbit, they hold it back. Crimbo started this, and he could end it. They know where he's at. 1 bullet to Boomich. All it's going to take, a headshot on Hobbit, and it's done.
Oh, he knows what they're trying to do. This actually gives him a chance. But they skate by to go to the other site, and I honestly think Crimbo's going to figure this out. Well, he's going to hear him running now. It's the right move. He was causing him nightmares. There's a gun to pick up here. He doesn't have to go for the clutch. And as soon as the bomb's planted, I think that's fine.
Not a bad round, all things considered.
Honestly, that was max fire rate. Like you said, that was crazy.
I feel like the only other person who shoots them that fast is Zywoo.
Yeah.
Zywoo's got these bad boys down packed. There's Process, who actually came through with the Desert Eagle kill. Sin gets one off Fountain.
They were definitely raising hell back there.
Reminding Cloud9 that Anubis has been Big's playground.
Yeah, this one being expensive is consequence.
Take something more from Electronic or Boomich or Axile. We got 3 of these players offline. Nades behind Obelisk. CT's dodging the damage, but keeping eyes on it. Sin dies with nothing. Sin and Process in this bomb site. He's got a nade out, but there's already a player on top of him. Process has to swing, and he does. Successfully!
What?
2 kills!
He's still
Process.
alive.
No way!
They don't take the site. They have to go get back and get the bomb. They're still spread out on the default because they thought this is a free way to win the round. An MP9.
That looked like he was toast. When he peeked out and there's a player already extended, he's got a nade pulled in his hand and an AK breathing down his neck. And he doesn't get one but two?
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Concerning.
And who does he set up to try and close this round alongside him? He's got Montu and Crimbo with him. And Crimbo, sees it.
Yeah, you can still see that it's ending B for the second. And oh my God, Prosus got spotted. Well, now they have info on 2 players who are coming in.
They stack the right site. Dangerous.
That re-smoke is massive. That re-smoke is massive.
He takes that peek when there could have been a player right there holding for him.
They just threw theirs. They just threw their only smoke into the site.
Yep. Molotovs in abundance here for Cloud9, hoping to disrupt these positions. They don't put one on jail. So Prosus locks this in. 3 kills on the round. Poising Crimbo perfectly. Double.
Their favorite angle. But it's still important to try to remain versatile when you can. Big have 3 pistols in this round, but Montu's off. Oh, and it just gets run down instantly.
Dude, demolished. The only op in play. However, Crimbo looking to pick up slack. Puts the smoke down in front of him to maintain control of Heaven. A pistol floating out in the open. We know what they did when they all had pistols, so Electronics' departure off this plant will not be guaranteed.
Oh my God, what?
Sin moves in. AK now picked up. Crimbo's got a second. This was a 5v4 flood into the bomb site. Smoke on top of it. Perfecto feeling the heat, hanging on as he catches Prosus close. It's a pistol for Tapson. Swapping back over. Axile leaves. They're panicking. They think there's a defuse, but Perfecto able to slide into the side. Read like a book. Tapson's got it going. Axile dies, and Big have a kit for the clutch.
Oh, he's got it. A defuse, and they get 11 off of this round. After Montu gets run down on the rush, this is the way that Cloud9 won.
The electricity dissipates after that round. Do it again.
Rush.
Oh, they left bomb in spawn, so Electronic had to double back for it. Montu loses his angle. And so far, the CT side hasn't really banked on Montu particularly in order to close out this game. He's the reason they have such a substantial lead.
Man, they are so stingy with their utility when it comes to E-Box. They're not pre-smoking this at the beginning of the round, and Cloud9 are walking right up to it a lot, which makes perfect sense, but there's so much that rests on the shoulder peak.
It's that German efficiency.
Hobbit could shred him if this is one step too wide. And so to repeat this is fine, but they know he's here.
And we've seen it happen.
And he always plays in front on the same side, so let's see if they try to speed it up.
He smokes his molly before it fully burns.
At least he sort of reevaluates his position. But
also, Sin's constantly playing that jail wall as well, so the moment Prosus has to bail, Sin's original position also compromised.
Now they get the 4-1 stack with Montu staring at A. They know that it's going to be the B site.
Here we go. Pieces in place. It's an all-German bomb site. The B hold is needed. The lineup not quite there. And then Crimbo dies as the reload needs to finish. We've got Cloud9 puncturing through like it's nothing.
All right, that's how you exec onto the site. That was, you know, a pretty bad failure for Big considering the guns that came in for Cloud9, but they did everything they needed to do correctly. They just, and you can see there why Big were playing, why Prosus was floating in front of E-Box, because they don't feel comfortable playing those passive positions. And to be fair, it is hard to hold, but all they had to do was sort of one each. I think they used Montu correctly this round in the sense that they can leave him solo. They knew that the site hit was going to be on the other side of the map, but they couldn't hire his talents to actually help them stop the site hit.
It's the 2 rotators that come through that both die empty-handed. This T-side absolutely mounting the comeback. Big. The round outcomes have given them chances. No full-blown saves. Tight rounds every time. Good flash over the top, but it's still 2 deaths against Big. It's Sin and Process down. And a nade that makes no contact. tabseN, a smoke in hand right ahead of this pack. Blinded, oh, what? He gets that! Last bullet out of the gun, and he just beams Axile. He'll get away as well with 30 health.
Yeah, he survived it. It's 3v3. Electronic also low. Montu sitting eyes wide open into canals, and I think this is the adjustment they needed on this side of the map. They haven't found him, but the late mid take could be the smartest option. Crimbo crack spotting with a smoke in hand. Depending on if he dies, this could make the difference in the round. They flash to come through, but they see the smoke. This routes them into the 2 players, one with an op. A chance finally on the CT side for Montu to have the impact that he's looking for, but yeah.
They think that maybe this is just going to be the A-Rap?
Wait, they're committing very heavily to this.
tabseN going all the way to A, Crimbo calling, okay, maybe it sets up the retake instead. This way he can go back around T-spawn and they'll have a player on long. It leaves Montu in a tough spot at the 10-second mark.
10-second mark, yeah.
Feels like his options are limited. Crimbo does get caught towards middle. And they plant on the opposite side of Obelisk. They smoked long ahead of time, reading into this tabseN push, so with nobody in the bomb site, this is a full-blown retake, and one that would be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way that he can go for this. They're too broke.
Oof, the mid-round works out for Cloud9. tabseN pushing River, is it a mistake?
I think so. I mean, I think that obviously they don't know. Crimbo just saw them phase that smoke through camera last round into A, so they're worried about it.
Yep. And they also did that silently. Crimbo stood in his own smoke on camera, almost letting them do it a second time.
Yes, yes. But there was a lot of faith that that would happen, and instead Cloud9 simply respected the smoke, walked by it. At least he's in new places starting, because that's getting Big something. And now Big are 1 round away from eliminating Cloud9.
Electronic, 97 damage in the fire.
Uh-oh.
He has been a non-factor in this map.
Just barely getting out alive, but doesn't even matter with that HP.
Dare I say it, in this series, 8 and 17 on Ancient. This is his 2nd whooping.
And it looks like Montu will be served up another dinner. Full kit of utility, up on a very similar angle, eating a flash, but not freaking out. Will this be the resolve needed to net his team an opening frag in what could be the last round?
3 sets of eyes on the other side. Electronic starts to peel back towards Bridge. We've got Hobbit in a similar position outside of Dark, and Process with a chance to play within it. He still has his Incendiary. And Montu, can he find this timing? Can he jump back after the first shot connects? If it does, he's blind again. Perfect flashbang. Process back at the bomb site. Boomich relegated to the jail. He will find the 2nd player in, and then inside of sight, Boomich thrives, going deep and dying to tabseN. Then the next entry's already canceled, and Hobbit, he's got to use that SMG. It's not enough. Axile swings, 1 to his name, 2 to go, but a bomb to pick up, and only 10 seconds left. Big have done it.
They actually